Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Grit Trip coming to another player review. As you guys see in the title of the video and in the title or the squad or my squad name, Gbamin. So we're gonna do a player review on Gbamin, the CDM from Everton, Ivory Coast. This guy looks like an absolute beast. A CDM with 83 pace, and bro, you could get this guy for free. And me personally, I think the best chemistry style for him will probably be a backbone. Is this even a backbone? Yeah, it's a backbone. The only reason why I'll say this was because 83 pace on the CDM is already good enough. Shot is irrelevant. Or maybe put something that will upgrade dribbling. But I don't think there's a chemistry style that will do dribbling, defending, and physical. So I think the best one will probably be the backbone, which will max out his defending and physical, and upgrade his passing for he could distribute the ball. So how we're gonna be playing him? Well, first of all, let's review the card. So he's obviously 6'1", medium high, 3-star. Now, the thing about him, I thought he was shorter. I thought he was like a Conte, but no, he's really tall, 6'1", and in game, his body structure in game, it makes him feel like he's bigger, make him feel like he's taller, he's stronger. So in game is like a little different thing. Obviously, medium high for CDM is perfect. I already said his pace is already fantastic at 88 sprint speed. Maybe if you guys want, you could put a shadow. If you guys want, you could put an anchor. But I think 83 pace already for a CDM is already good enough. It's already more than enough, honestly. And then his shooting, irrelevant. And then his passing, the only reason why I put a backbone, so I could upgrade that vision to 81, upgrade that short passing to 93, and upgrade that long passing to 84. The curve, it'll go to 71, but curve doesn't really matter, honestly, for CDM. His agility is already good enough, honestly. For his balance is low, but you can see at 86 strength with the chemistry style, it'll go to a 91 strength. So I just want to see how that will be. Someone with 91 strength, but with 69 balance. I just want to see where it is with that. His reactions and ball control are good enough already. His dribbling and composure could get upgraded, but as I said, there's no chemistry style that will upgrade his dribbling, physical. I mean, his defending, physical, and then dribbling. I don't think there's none of that, honestly. I haven't seen none of it. I think there's one that upgrades his dribbling and defending, which will probably be better, but then his passing will be. But I just want to try out the backbone. And then his interception go to 89, heading to 80, but he's 6'1", so I'm pretty sure because the heading mechanics always favors the defender or the defending minded player. So I think 80 heading for him. I think he will still be winning a lot of headers because as I said, in game his structure is more strong, more bigger. I never thought he was 6'1", honestly. He goes up to 94 defensive awareness, 95 stand tackle, 85 slide tackle, and then he already comes default 86 stamina, 88 aggression. As I said, he goes up to 91 strength, and he also goes up to 84 jumping, which is good enough for a 6'1" player. Obviously, he links to a lot of good players. You could put in Zaha, a strong link to Zaha, just do a full Premier League. But the only reason why I did this squad was because I already got this guy when he was 25k. I still haven't checked his price yet. Obviously, he did get an upgrade. I think it was on Friday. Or he didn't go up. He only went up like 10k. But I want to try him out as well because obviously he got that upgrade and he's Mexican. Shout out to the Mexicans. Like this guy looks well rounded. No, not that I just wanted to try him out. I wanted to try him out because this guy looks insane. 5-star, 88 pace, 92 dribbling, 83 stamina. So this time he could be able to handle the whole game. Really good passing, curve with the 5-star is gonna be insane. He's gonna go to 95 finishing. These three, I'm basically gonna try out these three, but the video specifically is on Gbamin, so I'm obviously gonna focus more on him. So yeah, I'm gonna play Juan Mata off chemistry. And 7 chemistry. Roy Keane is gonna be in 9, but he's an icon, so it doesn't really matter. As long as Gbamin is in 10 chemistry as he is, then it's cool. How I'm gonna be playing him? I'm gonna be playing him like I played my original team. So I play a 4-2-3-1. So he is gonna be on the side of Roy Keane. So this is how I'm gonna be playing in 4-2-3-1. Obviously this is gonna be my defense, balance on all of them. Literally my whole attack, my 3 center attacking mids are balanced. My striker is balanced, and then Roy Keane is passing lanes, cover center, and stay back while attacking. Gbamin, I'll have him as cover center, and then I'm just gonna have him have his natural movement. I'm not gonna force him to do anything. I'm gonna have him as balanced defense, balanced attacking support. So I just want to see how he is. Obviously, I want him to stay central. So that's basically what I'm having him do: stay central, and then he'll do his thing. Now, obviously, I'm gonna go to division rivals. I think I'm gonna just play 3 games because I think the 3 games for one specific player is a good enough amount of games to know his field, know his pros and his cons. And obviously, he's free, so even before I play review him, I'm just gonna say you guys should go for him. He's free. You got, I think, not that much. I think you have up until Friday to get him done. I think I'm not too sure when he expires, but he's free. Just go on, do him. If you don't like him, he's 84 rated. You could probably put him in one of those SBCs, but I think he's probably, as I said before in my last video, you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. I compared him to Fabinho, Conte, and those 2 are the only CDMs in the Premier League who beats him, so he is the 3rd best CDM in the Premier League in terms of stats. So I think having the 3rd best CDM in the Premier League for free, I think it's just a win for everyone, especially since you get packs doing the objectives. So as I said, I am going to go play 3 division rival games, and then I'm just going to talk over the gameplay and just cut up the clips to the ones that matter and the ones that he does plays, whether it's defensive or attacking minded. So yeah, I'll be right back with the gameplay. Alright guys, I'm back. Finally finished playing the 3 games. So you guys see this game's, or the gameplay is pretty long because this guy just got so many clips. I mean, I also put in the goals I scored, the goals my opponent scored. This game was weird, bro, because in this game my opponent scored in every shot. I missed a couple of shots obviously, but you see at the end of the game I ended up losing, I think 6-5. I was going in a counterattack, and it just like, it said you lost your opponent, you lost your connection to your opponent, so it didn't count as a loss. It didn't even count as a game. So like, I don't know what's up with that. But Jimenez, I'm just gonna go with the Mexicans real quick, and then at the end I'll just end the video, or I'll just talk about the Mexicans real quick so I could talk about more Gbamin. But Corona, I don't even notice him in none of my games, bro. I didn't. I don't know where he was. Like I had him as a left cam. He's probably more better as a center cam. But I had Juan Mata, so I played him as a wide cam. He was good, but he didn't really do much going up. He wasn't really involved in that much. So I didn't really like Corona. I thought he did get the assist, but that's probably like one, or he probably got 1 or 2 assists. I don't recall him scoring goals, so I can't rate Corona. In terms of Jimenez, because Jimenez is the one that you could buy off the market. He's a kind of weird one. His physicals are good. His pace is good once he starts getting on, because his sprint speed is good. His acceleration isn't, but his pace, his physicals are good. His passing is good. In my first play review on him, the one that was just based on him, that's what I said about him. He's more of a target man, where you pass it to him, he uses his strength, and he just passes the ball off, because his dribbling isn't that good. And then his shot, I think he's up to like 87 finishing. You guys saw in a couple of chances, his shooting animation is weird. There's one where I put it to his right foot, and I was gonna shoot it across goal, and he hit it with his left foot outside the foot, and it goes wide by a lot. So I don't know what's up with that. In terms of Jimenez, because he is only 30k, I would say me, if I only had 30k, like if I had a 50k team, I only had 30k left to buy a player, I would not waste it on Jimenez. I don't think it's really worth it. It's probably the reason he would be worth it is if as an investment, because obviously Wolves is playing good in real life, so they could probably go far in the Europa League. So it could be as an investment, and then you guys could, hopefully he goes to the final, wins the final, or at least gets to the semis. He'll get he'll start getting big upgrades, and then he will start becoming a beast player in the game. Me, that's the only reason why I have him. Obviously, he's Mexican as well, so that's why I have him as an investment, just as a fun card to start using. And he also links to another fun card, which is Corona. And then, but like in terms of me actually just going out to him, and in terms of me just saying, oh, this card's a beast card, you guys should go get him, he's a beast. He's not that good. He missed a lot of chances, which is that's why I think 30K for him, it's not worth it, especially when you could go with the likes of like Lucas Moura or someone more meta in the game, like more agile, more faster, something like that, instead of a heavy player which is not meta. But you guys seen right there, Gbamin, he did end up going and scoring a goal. I think he got a couple of assists as well. Right here, my opponent scored a goal. He red timed a header, and it still goes in. And here, I was going on the counter attack, and then I just lost my connection. I don't know what's up with that. EA, is it the servers? I don't think it was my internet because it didn't log me out. I don't think it was my opponent either, because, or else I should have got the win. I would count him as him backing out. I don't even know what happened, but Gbamin didn't. Gbamin, I think, had like 46 finishing. He did end up scoring a goal. His distribution of the ball is really good. It might be because of the chem style I put on him, which made him have better passing or upgrade his passing and his defending stats. His pace, I think, is already good enough. If he felt really quick in game, I think there's one of the last few clips I have at the end of the video. You see me literally just controlling him and running towards Harry Kane, which was my opponent's striker. And look right here, he heads it horrendous, but it turns out to be a good pass to Raul Jimenez. He ends up putting in the back of the net. But yeah, the same, like one of my last few clips, my opponent striker was Harry Kane. He was running down the line. I didn't switch to PK, which I could have. I was just running with Gbamin. He ended up catching Harry Kane and getting him. So his pace is good. His shot, obviously, you're not gonna be trying him out all like really offensively, but in the goal that I scored, because I didn't have him a stay back or attacking. I didn't have him like me. I just had him balanced for him to do what he's going to do. He was going up, getting involved with the play, scoring goals, getting assists. So I saw him like that, but I could just imagine everybody having him as stay back or attacking, cut passing lanes, cover center, maybe even drop back between center backs, something like that. I could just imagine players playing him like that. Me, the only reason why I played it like this was because how I play my main team, I have Wijnaldum and Roy Keane. So I have Roy Keane, which is my defensive minded one, and then Wijnaldum, who's like my more creative CDM. And that's how I was just trying to play Gbamin. His passing was really good. He did distribute a lot of balls, and there's a lot of plays where he starts to play, whether it's intercepting, whether it's distributing the ball to my midfielders, and it goes on to be a good play, or even goes on to score a goal. So I think this guy is good, especially since he's a free player. I don't think there's not like a debate whether he's worth it, because obviously he's free. He's really good. As I said before, he's the third best CDM in the Premier League, and the only one that could beat him is Conte, which is probably like the best CDM in the game. And then Fabinho, he's better in a few stats. I think he's just better in defending, passing, and I think dribbling or shot. I think it's shot. But Gbamin has better pace, better physical, and I think better dribbling. So wherever you could take it, he could be the number 2 or the number 3 CDM in the Premier League. You can however you want, but first of all, he's a free Premier League CDM, which is really good. And then, like, I didn't really see much of a problem with him. Probably the only con I could see on him, obviously, his finishing. As right here, he misses a shot, but obviously he's a CDM. No one's gonna be having him going up. No one's gonna be having him shooting. rarely people are going to be having him assisting. But I think like the only con he does have probably will be his dribbling. His dribbling, he is quite heavy when he's turning, but when he does turn, his passing is really good. Or if you put a chemistry style to upgrade the passing, his turning could be a problem. But as long as you upgrade his passing quite a bit, I think he'll be good. I think even if you put a chemistry style to upgrade his dribbling, I don't even think he will be that big of a difference because I think his balance and his agility are quite low. I think all his dribbling is quite low. I think he only has like 2 stats under 82. No, I think he has two stats over 80 in terms of dribbling. So obviously, even if you upgrade it or put a chemistry style on his dribbling, I don't think it'll make a big difference and make him feel agile. I think he'll still feel heavy. So that's probably the only thing negative about him. But obviously, every CDM's heavy. I was trying to use it more like for him. I was like right here. Look, Gbamin using his pace, catching up Vinicius. He ends up bodying him. He goes through. We do end up making a play off of this, and he was like this in literally like most of all of my games. But you guys seen all the plays I was creating, and just none of them went in. Right there, I tried to shoot it in the near post. I don't know why he shot like a finesse type shot. We do end up tying, but we absolutely smashed him. As you guys see, we had 17 shots, I think, to his 5. I think this was the third and final game, I believe. Yeah, this was the third and final game. As you can see, he has Harry Kane. So at the end, one of these clips are going to show me when Gbamin, I was literally not controlling anyone except him, and I just kept sprinting. He ends up catching Harry Kane and just outbodies him. Because that's one thing too, he's really quick and he's really strong. And then his in-game player type, he didn't even look 6'1". He looks like 6'4". He looks way taller. He looks way stronger. So it could be one of those players that I think it's like no, not Ronaldo. No, I think it is Ronaldo. Ronaldo's like 6'1", but he just feels way taller in game. He's like just those weird type of players where in game their bodies don't even match to his height or to whatever in real life. But as you can see, probably the best thing I saw from him was his passing. But obviously, because I was using my Roy Keane more as a defensive minded player, I was using my Gbamin more as like a CDM. As you guys see him going up and then also coming down and helping out Roy Keane. But as you guys see, Gbamin, there's only one con, which will be his dribbling in general. So it could probably be a big con to a lot of people, because I know a lot of people want CDMs or even center mids to feel more agile, feel more quick, turn their opponents and then go on. But I think he could be one of those players, one of those CDMs which is perfect for the 4-2-3-1. Like instead of me having Roy Keane, I could have put Gbamin as a more defensive-minded CDM, and then having like Wijnaldum, having another center mid, like an actual center mid, like a CDM that's more of a playmaker. I could have that, and I think he'll be perfect for that because his body type is tall, he's strong, he's really good defensively, he has good pace, so he could probably be better or if not the same as Roy Keane, because I'm not sure if he's tall. I think he is taller than Roy Keane. I'm not sure if he's stronger though, but yeah, I think Gbamin could be that perfect CDM in the 4-2-3-1. In the 4-1-2 as a center CDM, I think he still could be beast too as well in the 4-1-2-2 as a center CDM, because he could distribute the ball to your center mids. He's fast, so if you get caught off the counterattack, he's fast, so he could catch up your opponents. He has really good physicals in defending when you do have a good position on your opponent to tackle him or something like that. He does have really good stats on that. As I said, the only con I could think of the only con I could think on him is just his dribbling, bro. But I don't even think dribbling isn't a big thing as a CDM. Like he's a straight CDM, medium high. I know it's kind of weird too. I had him as medium high, balanced, and he'll still go up. He'll create chances. He even scored 1 goal. I'm not sure if he scored 1 or 2 goals. He got like 2 or 3 assists. So that just shows you how good he actually feels in game. And I think there's just few. There's only one thing, which is dribbling. So I don't even think no one could be or use any excuse to not getting him, because obviously he's a Premier League. Mostly, I think everyone at least has Premier League players in their club, if not in their team. So he would easily fit in there. He's free. Like if you paid for, I don't know, like Inform Fabinho, now you could get this guy for free, which is, if not better or the same as Fabinho. You'll get him for free, and then you could sell your other CDM for coins to free up coins and upgrade your other team. That's why I think these players are so good, because they're free. They're really good players. They could even be an upgrade to your team, and then you could just sell your player that is tradable in that position for you more coins to upgrade another position. Obviously, I haven't tried out Thiago Mendes, but I think Thiago Mendes is a little less than Gbamin. The only reason why I say that is because Thiago Mendes is more as a center mid, and you just have a lot of Brazilian center mids. You know, you got Casemiro. Well, he's not that much of a CDM, but you got Allen, Arthur, Fabinho. Can't even remember no more, but in the Ligue 1, there's not really that much. So I think Thiago Mendes is gonna be worth it to go on to get him, because obviously he's free, he's Brazilian, he's Ligue 1. He links to a lot of good players. Obviously he has good stats. His regular card is annoying, so I could just imagine that one. But I think Gbamin, you guys should go for him. It literally took me like 2 days to complete him. So you guys, I think the last day is Friday. I'm not too sure, but I think it's for sure this week, I believe. Right here, see right there, Gbamin going through, playing 1-2s with Raul Jimenez. Raul Jimenez is a type of weird player. His finesse aren't that good, but he's just shooting straight. He always scores, but he just like scores 1 out of 2. Like he scores half of his shots and he misses half of his shots. But this was the last play. There wasn't really much. This is to show his long passing. There wasn't really much after this. So what I'm gonna do, this was the last clip, so I'm gonna go to the live commentary. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So I said Corona, didn't even really notice him much. He wasn't really doing anything. I didn't really recognize him. I don't even know if he was playing, honestly. I didn't really see. Jimenez, he's a kind of weird one. He misses a lot of shots, but I think he's more of a player where he uses his physicals and his passing ability and his height. I think he's just that type of player to just hold down the ball, wait for your camps to running behind, and he'll pass it. Because I think his finishing at 86. I'm pretty sure. I think it is a lie, honestly, because in game he misses 1 out of 2 shots. So I don't know how I feel about that. But obviously the episodes on Gbamin, he was an absolute beast, bro. 3 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. You guys saw all the clips he was in. Like he was just a machine out there, and I was playing him as my more creative CDM. Roy King was my more defensive man CDM, and he was still putting in work. As I said before, I don't know when he expires, but I think it is going to be this week. So you guys should go on and doing it. I don't even think there's an excuse, because I completed him like in 2 days. It doesn't even say when he expires. But if you guys haven't seen my other episode, my other video where it shows you the quickest and fastest way to do Thiago Mendes and Gbamin, you guys should go check it out, because it'll help you guys complete him faster. As I said, he is a really good player, but if it did help you guys out to decide whether or not to do him, click that like button. But it's been your boy Grit. I'll come to you with another episode soon, guys. Peace out.